I am Graham Sutherland. This is No Code Mavericks. Together, we will master the top no-code tools to build automated workflows, to supercharge content creation, and to amplify your reach, all without writing a single line of code. This is what we will cover together. We'll start with my favorite thing to do online, just to research, to gather data, to gather information. Once we've gathered that data, we will repurpose it. We'll turn it into our content that we can publish online. When we've published content, we can go ahead and promote that content through email newsletters and through social media. And we'll work through all of these 4 phases together. About me, for the past 8 years, I've been working behind the scenes in a company that you may know as AdSkills, 7-figure company. The company began as dmbionline.com back in the day, if you remember, and it became AdSkills.com. And I've been along for the journey the whole way. I've been building automations for AdSkills that drive efficiency and growth, and I'm excited to share my experience with you. I am married to Jacqueline. Jax, I have 4 kids. I have 3 girls and a little guy bringing up the rear. I'm a home educator. I leverage no-code tools every day with my family to facilitate their learning, to make their learning more efficient. My kids are comfortable using no-code tools and driving forward learning at their own pace, and without necessarily having to come to mum and dad to ask all of the questions that they need to ask. They can leverage these tools to facilitate their own research and to figure out some of the blockages that they come up against in their learning. I personally am a passionate researcher and I'm a problem solver. And perhaps one of the rallying cries that we'll have in No Code Mavericks, as I encourage you to keep going, to keep building, to keep learning, that may be figure it out. And it might be that you come up against blockages, but I'm going to encourage you, figure it out. There will always be an answer, and I will help you to figure out that answer, to put together the tools in a way that serves you best. But to figure out your own use case, it's going to come back to problem solving a little as we put the tools together to best serve you or to best serve your client, however you leverage the tools. I bring an extensive amount of experience to this space, to automations and to no code, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. I'm looking forward to building with you. We can accomplish a lot, and I believe that your business will be the better for it. The clients that you serve will be better for your time spent working through No Code Mavericks and becoming a No Code Maverick in your own right. So this is what to expect. We'll work through all 4 phases: research, repurposing, publishing and promotion, and we'll start with a high-level overview of the tools involved. We'll explore examples of those tools and as they relate to each of the 4 stages that we work through. So we'll begin at high level, and then we'll build together. We will work towards the creation of an automated publishing platform using Webflow, which can be as automated or as manual as you like. And you'll see that as we go, where we can take beginning to end the full process and we can automate it all. But you may like to have quality assurance stages built into that, to have manual oversight of the content that we create before we publish. And it can be useful to automate every step, but it can also be useful to pump the brakes a little and to keep in some manual steps so that we can review our workflows as we go and the outputs from these workflows until we get them fully dialed in. And finally, we will get creative. I'm going to challenge you to build a project of your own choosing and your own design. I may mention at different times one project that we built as a family for our home education. We built a library where my kids could take their smartphones or their iPads, they could scan the barcode on their books, and then the app would pull in the data from a Google API, from the Google Books API, and the library would be auto-populated with the image from the front cover and different data. So we will look at what projects you want to build, and that will be the final challenge, is that you will get creative. You'll come up with a project that you want to build, and I'll support you to build that project yourself and help you overcome any hurdles that you come up against. You'll learn to harness AI and APIs, you'll automate workflows, and you'll publish content. all without writing code. That's where we want to get to. Wherever you are on that journey, if you're a beginner or you are advanced in the use of no-code tools, we will work together to get the wheels turning or to solidify your understanding of the tools and to build in a way that is effective in your business or the business that you serve. And I am looking forward to seeing the things that you build at the end of our journey together. So this is what you'll need. To start with, you need enthusiasm. You need to come ready to dive in and to actively participate. Your eagerness to learn will make the journey enjoyable and rewarding for yourself. But more than that, I believe that if you bring enthusiasm to your efforts to grow in your understanding of no-code tools, you will have effective outcomes, even more than enjoyable and rewarding outcomes. I want your journey to be effective for you and so that you can reach your goals for this course. I would like you to set up tool accounts, jumpstart your hands-on experience by creating accounts with the no-code tools that we'll explore. If it's Webflow or Airtable or Make.com or Perplexity or ChatGPT, launch accounts with these tools and get hands-on with them. Roll your sleeves up. Don't just watch me work through the tools and build on the screen. I want to encourage you to get busy, get your hands dirty, and begin to figure out your way through, understand how these tools work, get under the surface. That will help you to work through this course and to get a lot more out of the course if you launch your own tools. What's important to say is that this is optional, but I want to encourage you to invest in the pro versions of some of these tools. It's entirely possible for you to learn and understand the tools using just the free versions, but you may like to select a few tools or even all of the tools and invest in yourself, invest in the pro versions of these tools so that your learning is more effective. This will enable you to fully utilize automation features and to streamline your workflow rather than working manually through each step. And we've said already that manual is okay. Manual is good to begin with. But some of these tools will have limitations. You may have to pay for some of the tools to access the APIs to fully automate every step that we want to automate. So manual is good to work through the processes until we dial it in, and then we want to automate as much as possible. By 2025, 70% of new applications developed by organizations will use low-code or no-code technologies, up from less than 25% in 2020. So by 2025, 70% of new applications, according to Gartner analysts, will leverage low-code or no-code technologies. And I believe that this is still freedom time. I believe it's still the Wild West. It's opportunity time. I believe that we can leverage no-code tools to make our businesses more efficient, to move faster, perhaps to drive down costs if we choose to replace hiring opportunities to leverage no-code tools instead. It's a brilliant time still to leverage no-code tools. If we understand them well, or if we're beginners, it's a great time to get in and to leverage these tools.